6:30, our final hearing of the day for Board of Equalization. We're here to discuss parcel ending in 1300A belonging to Cavanaugh. And they are not appearing in person, so all we have is their written packet. So again, I will just remind us this is an official hearing. It will be recorded. You will be sworn in if you're presenting testimony. We will give the assessor the first 10 minutes because the appellant has already submitted in writing, and then have a chance for questions and closing remarks by the assessor before we consider what the appellant has in their packet. Or of course, we've already read through their packet, so we've already started that process. But I will I will start with the oath. If you would raise your right hand. After this many times, I have to read it. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
All right. We are officially in, and I'll turn it over to you to start the discussion. Turning over to James, I guess.
James, County Appraiser. This piece of property, the subject property, is 11.97 acre waterfront parcel with a 1 acre home site included. Dwelling with a pole building. Most of the value is with the waterfront land. Comp number 1 is waterfront land, 0.99 acres, with a dwelling and pole building sold for $295,000. Comp number 2 is not waterfront land, 2.802 acres, with a 1 acre home site included, dwelling and pole building sold for $699,000. Comp number 3 is not waterfront land and is 1 acre home site with a dwelling and pole building, sale price of $530,000. That makes the land sale $160,985 per acre, which is far more than the subject assessed value per acre. Dwelling is graded at an average with an average condition, which in considering you're built in 1966, normal wear and tear. Typically, if an owner contacts us before filing a BOE, we can do an interior inspection to assure our information, such as condition and grade, are accurate. But in this case, dwelling condition is an assumption, as we have not had an interior inspection for many years, if ever. Improvements are on 11.97 acre waterfront parcel with relatively large waterfront area, as you can see in Exhibit B. Comp 1 and 2 and 3 are on Kingston parcels on the Courtland River, as you can see in Exhibit A. They all sold for over $44,000 an acre. The subject is assessed at $4,166 an acre, and that's including a home site. As a parcel increases in size, price per acre will decrease, and this is shown here in such a large difference in the sale price per acre on the comparables and the assessed value per acre on the subject. After considering the cost approach and the market approach, it is our opinion that this parcel is at fair market value.
Okay. Anything further?
We did look into this after we've gotten the BOE paperwork. Notice a little discrepancy, so we did have a recommendation for a change.
And what is that?
Remember what the discrepancy was to you?
The home site. Yeah. So we have a recommendation to change it to 800,002 560.
And you're making the change to that 1 acre.
1 acre home site.
Okay, questions from the board?
So that would drop it down to
802.
802, so about an $80,000 change. Okay.
And does the property owner know that?
We have put the recommendation in. I'm not sure. We have not gotten any kind of response from the homeowner.
That they were sent the notification that you're,
No,
oh, okay.
no.
He
And
said
we-
come to us first.
We wouldn't until you guys
Okay.
signed the recommendation.
Okay,
And he does have a fee appraisal in there, but it's old.
it's a year old, yeah.
And if you used a simple 1.5% per month, would be generous. That would put him right into that ballpark, about 802. And I believe it was 13, 14 months old, that appraisal. Our January 1st date.
Yeah, 13 or 14 months.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's a good fee appraiser. But the only problem with it is the age of it. So
Okay. Any other questions for the assessor? That answered my big question on the fee appraisal.
And the other, river properties and well, even this other property had quite a bit less land.
Yeah,
These, what's the acreage on this property?
it's 11.97.
And this one had 2 acres, 699,
The-
then not even an acre lot for. Okay.
Okay. Any further questions for the assessor? All right. Closing remarks from the assessor?
I don't have any.
Made your statements, you're good? Okay. Then we will move into the part of the hearing where the board needs to discuss, and if you've looked at the comps that he's shown, and you've got, most of this packet is his fee appraisal from 2021, but then he does have 3 or 4 comps in the back. Trying to determine what those show. Sale price $690, sale price $500. His closest one is looks like a mile, 1.1 miles away. Assume that's a 20-acre site.
we had one up on the Horse Mountain.
Yeah,
It's comparable number 2. But I can't tell that that's waterfront.
I know a little bit about that parcel. It open looks. Southwood. No,
I don't have a date on any of these comparables.
yeah, I didn't see that either.
That's what I was looking for.
I don't recognize any of them either.
yeah. And I just went through the 22 books and they were in there, so.
And when I remember is that Ingford house on another one, but that was it.
mm.
Well, it would appear that he's hired.
This says Kootenai County on the
Appraiser,
comparable photo
yeah.
page.
You know what? I think those comparables are a part of his 2021
Yeah.
fee appraisal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe that's what we're looking at.
yeah.
Yeah, because they're signed by the same guy who did the fee appraisal. Then, if you go on towards the back of the packet, it looks like he does have a couple of comparables.
Mhm.
Timberview Lane, which isn't that one of the ones yeah, Timberview Lane he's showing as a comparison.
Mhm.
Which you've already seen. He's got 6010 Old River Road, Kingston, which is not a waterfront property. It's sold for $675. There he does have dates on these, so I think those are what he meant to have be his comparables. But I don't see the acreage, 2 acres.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, any discussion? We have the assessors adjusted this down to 802,560. The owners were suggesting it was worth the 680 that it was appraised at in 21. That's still the
Amount of acreage and on the waterfront. Assessor feels the adjustment would be adequate towards the appraisal that he had done. Adjusted, so.
last year's value was 811. This year's value would be 802, so the property would actually be dropping in value from last year to this year with that adjustment.
Okay.
So total value would be dropping $9,000 or so from last year. That's what he's got recommended here.
Yeah.
So you found an adjustment, but what would make his property go down? Was we found an error from the past?
The year before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Did you?
So
did
that
you
would have been
look
less
at
last
these?
year had they had that adjustment.
I started to dig into it and then John took over and did the finalization. See that through. We did have a discussion on it, but being that this is my first cycle through this area, he knew more about it.
okay, well, I'd entertain a motion that we accept the adjusted value of 802,560, which would indicate it may have been overpriced the year before, and we're actually correcting that.
Okay, I will,
So move.
so moved, yep,
A second.
Any further discussion?
no,
All in favor?
I,
Aye. So we'll accept the assessor's recommendation of 802,560. Meeting is adjourned.
hey.